contains many predefined fields to capture critical customer data. However, over time, you may decide that you need additional fields tailored to your business. In this video, I want to show you how to create new fields in your ACT database. Now, when creating new fields, you must be logged in as an administrator of your ACT database. And once you're logged in, creating a new field is a two-step process. We're going to cover the first step in this video, which deals with creating the field in the database. The second step involves adding that field to the layout of your screen, and you'll see that process in the next video. So to begin, click the Tools button in the left navigation, then click the Define Fields button. If you need help finding it, click Design Tools at the top to filter out everything else. Here it is, Define Fields. When you click this button, ACT is going to lock your database, which you can see at the bottom of the screen, and then it will require all other users to log out. You can tell ACT to prompt other users with a countdown warning before it logs them out automatically. Or it might be best to just perform these steps when nobody else at your company is using ACT. Once ACT locks the database, the Define Fields screen will appear. On this screen, notice that you can choose fields for contacts, companies, groups, opportunities, and product entities. In this video, I'm going to focus on the contact fields, since we typically use those the most. The list of current fields in your database appear in this table. Before creating a new field, it's always a good idea to just scroll through this list to make sure that field doesn't already exist. So now let me quickly show you how easy it is to create a new field from scratch. Start by clicking the Create New Field button in the left navigation. Then let's give this field a name. This is the name that will appear in the database, but not on the screen itself. I recommend using the same name for both the database and the label on the screen, which you'll see in the next video. Make this name simple, yet clear and distinct from your other database fields. Now, I want to create a field called Account Number, so I'm just going to call this Account Number. You may have noticed that I inserted an underscore between those words. That just helps me identify the field versus the label. You don't need to do this. This is more of a thing that I do. Next, we're going to choose the field type. One of the great things about ACT is the variety of built-in field types that are available to you. Most fields will use the character type, which allows you to type in any combination of letters, numbers, and special characters. But ACT can also make mathematical calculations for you with the calculated field. You can use precise date and date time fields, picture fields, and even checkboxes, which are designated by the yes/no field type. Check out the help area of ACT if you'd like a complete list and explanation of all of these field types. I'm going to make this a character field, since my account numbers contain letters and numerals. Allow blank is checked by default. This just means that the field is not required. If I were to uncheck this box, then this field would be required before I can save any contact records. Generate History will record history to the Contacts History tab each time the data in this field is modified. So check this box if you need to keep dated records of when this field's data changes. The data in all primary fields are copied whenever you decide to duplicate a contact record. So check this box if you want to include this field's data whenever you're duplicating a contact. Some fields are better suited for a drop-down list. This helps the overall integrity of your data by keeping it clean and consistent. Examples of good drop-down lists might be months of the year, geographical regions, or even preset contract service levels. I'm going to show you how to create and manage a drop-down list in a future video, but I don't want a drop-down for my account number field, so I will leave this box unchecked. And we'll click Next. For field customization, I want to minimize the mistakes that are entered into this field, so I'm going to set some limits. Let's just say that all of the account numbers of my customers begin with 2 letters and then end with 4 numbers. For example, AB1234. I can set limits here that force that formatting in the field format area. The way to do this is to use the @ symbol to force letters and then the pound symbol to force numbers. So in this instance, I'll enter @ for 2 letters and then pound for 4 numbers at the end. For field length, I'm going to set this to 6 because all of my account numbers are 6 characters in length total, and there's no variation from that. That's it. Now I'm going to click Finish, and we can see that my new account number field has been created. That's how easy it is. In the next step, we're going to modify the layout of our contact screen so that we can see the fields at work.